Hi, how are you doing? The markets are very, very volatile, so I thought I'll do this live. And also, it's been a long time since I did the live, right? So, okay, we'll talk about the markets, what to do, what can be done, but please talk to your advisor before taking any decision. This is just an information kind of video, okay? And also I'll talk about some of the results and of course the markets and of course kya kare. Okay, so now we know that the markets are kind of FIIs are selling and DIIs are kind of buying. Oh, this has been happening since some time now. So now what is the thing is that ये अपने आप ही लाइव में चला गया, मैंने तो लाइव किया नहीं था on. Okay, so now it is like ever since that China stimulus thing happened, so the FIIs got excited about it, and they kind of started putting money there. But actually, there's nothing concrete uh, in that so-called rally or stimulus or whatever it was. So I think some FIIs are stuck. Okay, so now the DIIs are intelligent. Okay, so now it is like. But some are coming back, and this off on thing will continue for some time, but that easy money phase is now over. Like you put money and it will kind of give you good returns. That phase is kind of abhi for some time it is over. But that doesn't mean that the market is weak and structurally खराब है, oh my god क्या करें, ऐसा नहीं है कुछ भी. Okay, so you have to look for quality stocks. You have to look at the follow the bottoms up approach. Actually, if you look at some of my videos, actually any video, I have been saying that look for quality stock no matter how the market is. Even if the market is going is doing very well, crossing landmarks, still I have been you know a safe player, you may call, or a conservative player, whatever. But I have been for good quality stocks, because that approach is, the best approach according to me. I'm an investor, I'm not a trader. So my videos are also like that. Okay, I share some interesting stocks which are kind of, a little not so safe stocks, but those stocks are also having good fundamentals. There is some good reason behind it, or something like that. I don't go after a stock because it is having the momentum, or there is some tip about it, or I saw it in some Telegram channel, or I don't do all that. Okay, so today also I'll talk a little bit about the markets. And as I said, कुछ भी घबराने की बात नहीं है. This is a market. If you are a good investor, कुछ भी घबराने की बात नहीं है. This is, it should happen. Market should go up, down, because it's like cliched thing. Like if the line is straight, so it's like kind of dead thing. So the heartbeat is also like this. So it should keep going up and down. And also dips are always good for buying. When will you buy your favorite stock if there is no dip? If it just goes one way, you can't buy any stock. Just look at some of the stocks. They were on fire. I'll name some. And I also wanted to buy three, four of them, but there was no chance to enter. They were just running away. मैं भी सोच रही थी, कैसे would there be an opportunity to buy? Actually, I had given up when the Sensex touched this 83K. I was like, my God, I can't buy anything now. And I was just sitting and waiting, and see the market rewarded me. It is like, the market rewards you if you are patient. This is the thing. This has always been the case. Okay. So, okay, I've changed my specs. So, I'll do a little up and down to read. Okay. Okay, so now let's see where is the market currently. अभी फिलहाल तो Nifty Bank is doing well. Nifty 50 is 24,706. Sensex is 187 point down. Mid caps are doing very bad. In the morning, 95 out of 100 stocks in mid cap 100 were down. Okay, now earning seasons has been mixed. it's not been that kind of very joyous. But generally H2 is like that, the H2 ऐसा रहता है. But of course there are other features, other factors which are also pulling the markets down. So I'll talk about few stocks. I can't talk about all of them, but I'll talk about a few stocks and where you can probably see an opportunity to buy. These are very good stocks, and they were just running away. If you look at the overall market scenario, then some say, in fact, for a couple of I will not say months, 6 months or 8 months, in fact, a year back, some experts started saying that momentum is back in IT large caps. Okay, now that is true to a certain extent. And for example, INFI has done very good after that, that so-called rally or whatever. It is above 1900. अभी नीचे आ गया है. Okay, it's around 18 something. TCS has done well. Then LTI Mindtree has also done well. Its quarter two is also good. So these corrections, they offer you an opportunity to enter such stocks. Of course, quarter two earning, you have to keep all that in mind. But if the quarter two earning is decent, according to me, this is what I do. If they are decent and the company is good, and the macros are also kind of stable, and if the management is giving good guidance, you can definitely buy those stocks. Okay, so large caps are kind of bread and butter stocks, so you should definitely have some large caps in your uh, in your portfolio. But apart from that, mid cap तो अभी थोड़ा मुश्किल है. I bought a mid cap fund in a couple of months back when mid cap was doing well. Ever since I bought, it has kind of slumped because of all these macros and all that. So what you can do is, in such slump is that you can add. Okay, but I'm talking about a fund, mutual fund. I'm not talking about any stock. Okay, so if we compare the DIIs and the FIIs, actually there's no comparison. This has been the trend for some time. So who is the smart money here? Actually, I put a poll also. 50-50 is the answer. Actually, not many people participated in that thing, but I guess DIIs are intelligent. Okay. Okay, so as I said, dips can be used to buy good stock, and I'll talk about some of them. Actually, there are many in my list today. According to today's reading, when the market opened, there are stocks like HDFC Bank, BOB, ICICI Bank, Infi, Kotak Mahindra, Mahindra and Mahindra, Maruti, Suzuki. Autos are actually not doing that well. This auto segment is not doing well. There's a decline in the passenger vehicle thing. Decline नहीं बोलेंगे, but उतना नहीं है जितना anticipated था with the festive season. Even the two-wheelers have not done that well. So auto, I am kind of staying away. But if you are a long-term investor, then you can look at these names: Shriram Finance, actually ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, Shriram Finance are the reasons why NMM, MNM are, because of they are pulling Nifty down today. Okay, Bajaj Auto, it has been the talk of the town since 2 days, because despite good or decent thing, the stock is not doing that well. Okay, चलो Bajaj Auto नहीं बोलती हूँ मैं, because that is a tricky thing. Titan, BEL, Trent. Trent is also down. Adani Enterprises, SBI, IndusInd Bank, IDFC First Bank, Zomato. They are raising some money despite having 12,000 odd crore rupees in their kitty for some expansion. Polycab, KEI, Havels. Okay, these are this is just a small short list of some of the stocks which I feel can be bought in this day. Okay, please ask your advisor before doing it. Okay, because these are long-term stocks. Most of them I already have, but some of them I don't have. You can see this is my portfolio, except for Bajaj Auto and Polycab, KEI I don't have. I have had Havels, Maruti I don't have. Okay, so then these dips are but you have to be pretty sure about the company, and of course you have to look at the quarter two. काफी हो गए, quarter two नहीं आए हैं, so we have to watch out because bottoms approach is very much required in this market. Okay, so I'll talk about say Polycab. Okay, this was a stock I wanted to buy, but when it was I don't have the stock when it was around 5,000 something, but I missed that opportunity. Today it is trading at 6,876. It is down 3-4%. So probably this can be, according to me, it is still very expensive. Okay, the revenue is up like year on year from 4217 crore to 5498 crores, and the EBITDA margin is kind of down. Okay, that is the why the stock is being sold. Okay, PAT is up around 445 odd crores, and year on year this was 4,300. Sorry, 430 crore rupees. I had an extra zero. Okay, and the management is actually sounding very positive. They are saying that they should be able to achieve 20,000 crore revenue growth by the end of FY25, and material costs have kind of risen, and employees costs have risen, and also advertisement funds have risen, because of which the margin has been impacted. So they are saying that the H2 FY25 will be better than this H2. Okay, so this the management is very positive, and I like it. And the management is very positive, and of course it's a cable and wires company. Because of this, and when there's a rush in these capex kind of stocks and all that, investment is coming, such stock do well. Havells also has kind of good commentary. I already have Havells. The revenue is up 16%, but there this quarter is kind of weakish. Abhi it is around 1836 पे है अभी ये stock, 1836 पे है ये stock. It is actually up today 2%. Its EBITDA margin, this management is also pretty positive. They're saying that the EBITDA margin should be around 13 to 14%. They're looking forward to it. Okay, the revenue is up 16% year on year from 3,900 to 400, 4,539. Yeah, I told you, the specs have changed. Okay, their demand is healthy. Their EBITDA margin is kind of down, because of which this stock is this quarter two is kind of weakish. But according to me, it's not. It's a good opportunity to buy such a stock. Their Lloyd brand, they're still kind of they're looking forward to push it further. Out of their portfolio, the cables has 40% of revenue, electronic durables has 19%, and 13% comes from Lloyd, and the other 5-10% from the other segments. So Havells, Polycab, they are good. KEI has also reported bad numbers, because of which the stock corrected quite a bit. Now the thing is that when that happens, even though the company is kind of good and all that, so you can kind of, if you have that stock, then you can look at hear the management what they are saying and all that. So one quarter off is okay. You can continue to hold it. But if you feel that you can have a better option, because there are so many options in the market, you can probably move out of the stock. Okay, these two stocks. Also auto stocks on a whole, someone was kind of asking, was Hero, Moto, TVS. If you just look at the 1 month back commentary, even the experts and all that, they were placing their bets on Hero, Moto, TVS, because of the EV story, electric vehicle. Abhi kya hai, these stocks are also kind of down, because actually all the festivals are now clubbed together. By the end of October, Diwali will be over. So now, the festival sales are not as much as people were expecting. Also, raw material costs have gone up. 5-6% growth, they are expecting in the festive season, but it is so far only 3 to 4% in the buying and all that. Also, there is a slow growth in passenger vehicle segment. Now this is because generally people buy new vehicles during Diwali, Navratri, Ganesh Puja, and all that. But that has not, happened as much they were expecting. Anyway, Diwali is still somewhat uh, 12 days away. It's not very far away, also. So let's see how it happens by the end of October or in the beginning of November. And auto industry is kind of seeing a transformation, which is leading to confusion. Now, this is like electric vehicle वाला हो रहा है transition. At the same time, ICE things, because अभी उतना EV available नहीं है. So ICE vehicles are actually also doing well. So there's this transition which is happening, which is kind of confusing for people who are buying or selling, or also the vehicles and also the stocks. This is why this is a kind of a phase in auto stocks. So if you are very convinced about a stock, just like if you're a long-term investor, simple. Short-term with auto is likely to remain thanda, but thanda not for a very long period. I'll wait for this October sales, October November sales. Then we can take a uh, serious call for the mid-term. But if you are a long-term investor, then M&M and Tata Motors, TVS, Hero, more than Bajaj, according to me, can be bought and held on to. Don't expect immediate आपको मिल जाएगा उसमें benefit, वो नहीं है. So quality stocks can be bought here. I made notes. Easy money is out. I've already said that. Earnings growth is well now. I also said that. Government has slowed spending. So this is also one of the reasons why capex has come to. Real estate stocks are also kind of not doing that well, because capex has kind of come down, and now is the time that uh, the private sector has to kick in. But private sector waits for some time and takes time for their horses to roll. So government has kind of slowed the spending. Of course इलेक्शंस आते जाते रहते हैं, उसके ऊपर भी बहुत कुछ डिपेंडेंट है. हम अभी महाराष्ट्र इलेक्शंस होने वाला है and all that. So that transition will happen or not in the government and all that policy transition. Because of that, all these slowdowns happen. Bottoms approach needed. I've said that already. Choice of stocks is getting less. Yes, this is a very important thing. There are few stocks which are, मतलब few मतलब बहुत few नहीं है, but there are some stocks which you will hear most of the people talking about, which are good quality stocks, which are long term बोल लो या short term बोल लो, and their valuations are high because everyone is going to buy those stocks. Okay, so because of that, those stocks have become expensive. So what do you do? How do you buy? Achha, this is the reason why these FIIs are selling and DIIs are buying, because like mid cap के 100 ले लो या Nifty 50 के 50 stocks ले लो. These stocks are good stocks, we know it. They are reliable or whatever, long term stocks or whatever. So everyone is now running behind these same stocks, because of which the valuation is rising, and because of which we are like a chota mota investor, like a retail investor, cannot buy them. This is a cycle. So now this choice is kind of getting less. Of course, there are new IPOs happening every day, and they're getting good responses also, except see that Hyundai wala usko utna अच्छा response नहीं मिला. Auto is kind of subdued a little bit. So this is the reason why the stocks are getting expensive and why the choice is less. So when such a dip comes, and if you are a long-term investor, it's a good opportunity for you to buy the stock. Okay. Also, Nifty earnings will be around 9 to 10%. Yes, for some time. They will not go beyond this 10%. 10% भी हो जाए तो अच्छा है. Nifty earnings, and also 10 to 12% for the broader market. Okay, like stocks, like some people still believe, some experts actually, that more than the mid cap, large cap IT stocks, mid cap IT will do well. Even there are other companies, Zomato हो गया, ये कुछ हो गया, they are the mid cap, which will perform better than the large caps, because large cap will take time to move and all that. उसमें ग्रोथ रह सकता है 10 to 12%, और वो 15-16% वाला फेज अभी कुछ टाइम के लिए तो नहीं है. ओके. अच्छा, यू कैन ऑलवेज बाय दीज कंजप्शन स्टॉक्स. Okay, consumption stocks like ITC, consumer discretionary is doing a little better than what it was doing earlier. So these consumption names can be, bought as a safety net or whatever you might call it. So, this is what I feel should be the approach in this current market. And also, you can always keep your powder dry if you don't find anything. It's not necessary that you have to buy every day. You can just wait and watch. कुछ अच्छा दिख गया, something good happens with some company, or the government announces some PLI or some policy reforms happen pertaining to a particular sector, then you can use that dry powder. You know, so it's not necessary that you buy every day. If you don't have to buy. Okay, so this is what I feel that you can do in this day. There's one thing, this RIL stock, उसके बड़े वो आ रहे थे 3,000 के ऊपर वाले टारगेट्स थे. अभी इट इज, आई थिंक टुडे इट इज अराउंड, अच्छा 27 हो गया है. When I saw it was around 2,800 something. Now it is 2,711. So this may be a good opportunity to buy Reliance. Okay, because it was just rushing away. It was at that thing 3,000 mark. So you can think about buying this Reliance stock, and please talk to your advisor. Otherwise, I have Reliance. Okay. So this is a disclosure that I have Reliance. So you can think about say buying this stock, because there were many other stocks which were. What my point is that the stocks had become so expensive in that 83,000 level, and also with the Nifty levels, that it was actually impossible to buy them. So you were looking कोई और option देखिए या कुछ देखिए. This is an opportunity to buy some of this. See, Reliance is in a long term is a good stock. It's a no-brainer. Okay, Reliance हो गया, ये जो इन्फी हो गया. इन्फी लाइक उतनी जल्दी बढ़ेगा नहीं. HDFC है, एक्सिस बैंक है, ICICI बैंक, बजाज ट्विंस, नेस्ले, टाइटन. Gold is touching new highs. Okay, festivals are around. So, and actually Titan did well. It was also going up again after that little slump. It was going. Jewelry stocks were doing very well after that custom duty cut off. So there are such stocks. I gave a list actually. इसके अलावा, this list is not exhaustive. There are many other stocks. If you think that अरे क्या करें इस वाले, so actually there's so much to do. But you have to watch their Q2 earnings, and what is the management commentary for the coming quarter or the consecutive quarters. So you have to watch that. You can buy. Someone was asking me about the PSU stocks like Cochin Shipyard, Nasgaon, the shipbuilders, or Garden Reach, वगैरह. Well, what would I say is that again look at their Q2 and the orders that actually Railtel, RVNL, defense से जुड़े stocks, BEL, they are continuously getting new orders. So orders आ रहे हैं, मतलब कंपनी चल रही है, आगे भी चलेगी, so you can think about buying them. And in such a correction, because Cochin Shipyard had become very expensive, same is the case with, and which is like unbuyable हो गए थे वो stocks. अभी आप है आज Cochin Shipyard 1564 पे है, but it has also corrected where it was. I'll tell you where 2828 पे था ये जुलाई में, तो उससे नीचे आया अभी. So if you are a Cochin Shipyard lover, you can think about it. Same is the case with Nasgaon and all that, and other PSUs. Okay, and What else? This is where I'll finish this live. I'll try to do more lives. I got very busy in between. But if you have some question or you want me to do more live, you can leave your comment in this live, okay, comment box में. Otherwise, I keep making some, वो तो मस्ती होता है वो जो मैं बनाती रहती हूँ shorts and all that. But if you want me to talk serious and all that, you can definitely put your message here. I'll try to do live. चाहे छोटा ही करूँ या whatever, I'll try to do lives. But what the bottom line before ending this live, I would like to say is that A, tips are good. B, corrections are not always dangerous and scary. They will happen for some reason and all that. But they are good to buy good stocks. Okay, and C, always, 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 always watch the company earnings fundamentals. I am a fundamental person, so always look at the fundamentals, the earnings of the company before buying. Also, the segment in which it's there, which industry it is in. वो उस industry का क्या हालत है. According to that, you can take your decision. If you're a long-term investor, even if you're a short-term investor, I'll just want to see one stock. उससे मुझे एक stock याद आया. I haven't looked at it. Oh, Dixon is still above 15K. So this you can't buy still. It's still very expensive. Okay, so such stocks will remain in vogue no matter what happens. There is a big correction or small correction or whatever it is. Anyway, this market has not seen a good correction. Still, it has not seen, trust me, the kind of corrections the market has seen in the past years. Okay, but some stocks have seen huge corrections. Like Bajaj Auto का तो 2020 के बाद big fall था ये, March 2020 के बाद. But Bajaj Auto is Bajaj Auto. So if you're a long-term investor, you can put these stocks in your kitty and forget. And of course, keep adding. Whenever such a dip happens, you can definitely add to your mutual funds because you'll get more NABs. You can add to them always, always, always. Okay, so I'll end this live here and leave a comment. How did you find it? Was it useful to you? If it was not, tell me what you want me to add in the further lives. I'll do it. And have a great weekend. And I hope Monday sees a green screen. Let's hope. Okay, bye bye. Take care.